What are you doing here? Get out of our house! There's nothing for you here. Nothing. You're dead meat.
I will notice if anything goes missing, all right? Stop this thief!
What are you doing here? Get out of our house! There's nothing for you here. Nothing. You're dead meat. You better not try anything. What are you doing? Get out of our house! There's nothing for you here. Nothing. You're dead meat.
Put the weapon down. That's it. You're I will notice if anything is missing, all right? Put the weapon down, friend. I will notice if anything goes missing, all right? I will notice if anything goes missing, all right? There's nothing for you. Put the weapon down.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
Get out of our house! There's nothing for you here. Nothing. You're dead meat.
not good enough for that.
Ooh, who are you? What are you doing here? No one's allowed around the world, Hart.
I'm no threat.
So you say. What brings you all the way out here?
Are you responsible for the world, Hart, here?
That's what you care about? The world, Hart? What about the men sent with it? If we wither, it does too. Goliath should care as much about us as they care about that plant. But yes, what are we next to a world, Hart? Ants in history. Here we are standing by the future of Magellan, the very thing given to us in Magellan's hour of need. Maybe that's what Bourne meant. He told me being a cultivator was about learning who you are. Out here, isolated with this thing to care about, I've certainly gained perspective.
What is a cultivator?
Well, we're farmers, in the main. We grow the crops for Goliath, and we tend to the seedlings and the world hearts. The warriors act like they're the big guys, but really, they're here to protect us. Warriors might get the glory, but it's us cultivators who are changing the world.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, I didn't want to do it. This was a sentence. I got sent here as punishment 5 years ago.
Punished? And you say you enjoy doing this?
Yeah, masochist, aren't I? Beer, women, and fights were all that used to matter. Now, I get a kick from seeing just a few seedlings a season make it all the way to mature. I can take pride from that.
How safe is the world, Hart, here?
You mean with the Alps scouting out Goliath? they don't seem to register it. The World Heart mustn't be their mission, or they don't know about it. They'd kill me fast enough, though. That is, if the animals didn't get me first, or I don't eat the wrong thing and get poisoned. Still, all in a day's work.
Anything you want me to report to Ragnar?
Yeah. Can you tell him about the World Heart? That it's okay? He should know we're still working, even though the patrols aren't coming to check. But if you're offering to help, there is one thing. I've not had any supplies from Goliath. Can you get them to send someone with my food supplies?
Tell me, what do you know about Ascor's murder?
Nothing really. I don't hear much from Goliath out here.
How well do you know Ascor?
Not at all. I mean, I knew of him. People talked about him. But I don't think I ever said more than hello to him, and he ignored me. He didn't really have time for cultivators. But, you know, people can be like that. Some value our work, others think they're superior somehow.
So, you were here when he was killed?
Probably. I haven't been anywhere else in months. I only go back for supplies or to transport seedlings. When was Ascor killed?
3 months ago, around Mana's Eve.
Oh, then I was back in Goliath sometime around then. I've lost track, to be honest, but whenever it was, I didn't see anything.
Do you know where they found Ascor's body?
I'm guessing somewhere in the forest, or why ask me, right?
Did you hear anything else about Ascor?
Well, I'm wondering why you're not asking me about the seedling that disappeared the same night Ascor was murdered. No one seems to be asking about it, and from what I heard, it wasn't just a seedling, it was one close to maturity. I heard it was being sent to a cultivator in the hope it could go on to Tavar or somewhere as a new World Heart. But it never arrived.
You work here on your own?
Most of the time. That's part of the punishment. It didn't used to be as lonely. They'd send patrols out to check on us. But since the Albs started attacking, we've been left on our own out here. Yeah, I guess we're not a priority.
Do you carry a sword?
Of course. It's dangerous out here.
I don't think you killed Ascor.
Me? Of course I didn't.
You really don't think you have a motive?
You mean the seedling he had? I'm a cultivator. I look after a World Heart. I want to know what happened to the seedling he had. Why aren't you investigating where it went?
You're out here with a sword and no witnesses.
If I tried to attack a warrior with a sword, chances are you'd be planting me in the ground.
Why plant the World Heart out here where it's in danger?
You don't understand much about our ways, do you?
So tell me.
We're changing the world with them. Wherever you plant a World Heart, it extracts the ELEX from the ground, pulls the poison out of the soil. It makes the soil come back to life, lets Magellan's nature return to it. So whenever we plant a World Heart, life follows. The more we plant, the more of Magellan is restored. We have to plant them in places like this because it's where they make a difference. All this around us, is because of the World Heart.
So where do the World Hearts come from?
I don't know. They found the first ones, the first Berserkers. They realized what it could do, that it fed on ELEX rather than dying from it, so they started cultivating.
What do you mean the Albs don't register the World Heart?
They don't come here. They bypass it, keeping their distance. You'd think they'd come straight for it, huh? It's eating ELEX, and they sort of want all the ELEX, don't they? Maybe they don't like the mana. The mutants here love it, but when they eat it, it makes them sick. Maybe The Albs can sense that, and they want to stay healthy.
Where do you get your supplies from?
Directly from Goliath, normally. Sometimes, we'll get something from passing hunters. But you can't rely on that.
Why have the deliveries come to a halt?
The Alb attacks. The warlords have put all the warriors on defense and cut down on the supply runs. We're supposed to be self-sufficient out here, but with more Alb attacks and more creatures, we don't have time to grow, forage, or hunt anymore.
I will ask about your food supplies.
Thank you. Cinda is probably the best person to ask. She's fierce. I mean, ball-shriveling fierce, but gets things done. I'm not asking for anything special, just the usual supply run. Or just, well, anything, to be honest. We're hungry out here.
Won't they send you supplies?
At some point, when they remember. Trust me, you going and asking will be faster than us waiting for them to remember. Our stomachs have better memories than they have. Listen, Goliath aside, there's a plant, the cultivator's loaf. If we could collect some of that, it would help us. It grows everywhere, but we've just not had time to collect them. 4 dozen should be enough.
4 dozen?
Yes, hopefully that would last us until we get another supply run. Say, let's round it up. Can you bring me 50? It would save you a trip to Goliath. Not now. Not now. Not now.
Not now.
About my support. How am I doing?
You helped protect the seedlings from mutants. You made quite an impression on the workers. Barnir says you were a great help to him. My wife doesn't trust you. That doesn't give me confidence in your motives for being here. You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval.
Another incomer. Are you here to trade, fight, or just add another mouth to the masses? Because unless we get help, I don't know how we're gonna keep feeding the people we've already got here. They are supposed to be able to conjure stuff up with their magic, but can they do that with supplies? Can they magic up the food we need? No, they can't.
Magic up supplies?
Mana, spells, magic it up, whatever you want to call it. Work here might be quite hard, physical labor, but it's supposed to be balanced out with magic. But where is the help that I need? But then, what does magic do for me when I'm hungry? In any case, I won't let myself be deceived. Even if our magic can protect us from what is out there, it is no replacement for a full stomach.
Eardoor needs supplies.
Eardoor? The cultivator? Yes, I suppose he's not had any supplies for a while. But he will have to wait. He can forage in the forest. The people here can't.
I promised I'd get him supplies.
I'm not responsible for your promises. I have a whole town to feed.
If you don't help him, he will die.
Then he's not much of a cultivator, is he? Everybody's up against it. Everybody needs supplies. Everything I've got here has already been assigned. Except for a load of bread I had to throw out because no one picked it up from the baker until it was too late. I mean, what use is moldy bread? For the want of a few men, we waste resources that we're already short of.
Is moldy bread all there is?
For now. I'll get someone out there with better supplies when I can. But honestly, I can set up 4 other supply runs to other people in the time I can get someone to him. Until all this is sorted out, I've got to put my supplies where they'll do the most good.
What do you have to trade?
You can take a look at our stock. The selection is more limited than I'd like, but it's what we have. Of course, if we weren't besieged by outlaws, albs, and we're still pen-pushing bureaucrats, I could offer you more.
Are things really that bad in Goliath?
That depends who you ask. I'm sure there are some who don't notice how hard it is for everyone at the bottom of the pile.
Teach me something.
Of course.
Can we trade?
Look around. Tell me what you need.
Sounds like you have a problem.
Oh, I wish it was only one. But let's start with the Ison clan promising me regular deliveries from the Valley of the Damned, and then failing to get them for me. It's time Master Thorald returned from his retreat to put this right. But like everyone else, it seems like he has plans greater than, say, making sure everyone gets fed. If we don't get that food, we'll be living on hope and fresh air. But then, why should you care if our warlords don't?
Can I help?
You? Well, I'm not one to turn down that sort of offer. My only motive is to keep people fed. If I'm going to achieve that, I need someone to talk to Angrim. I need someone to persuade him how serious the situation is. These warriors seem to think that fighting is the only thing that matters. But let's see them try fighting when they've not eaten for a week. Can you tell Angrim that's how bad it is? That if we don't start getting boxes of supplies, then the only thing he'll have to eat is boxes.
Where can I find this Master Thorold?
The pilgrim has been gone for so long, I'm not sure anyone knows where he is. He announced that he needed to go into retreat for some higher purpose, and that was it. He left. All we know is that his leaving has something to do with ELEX and mana. But what exactly? I don't think anyone knows.
I will speak to Angrim for you.
Thank you. My hunters are doing their best. But we can't get by without those food supplies from the valley.
It sounds like these supply problems are getting you down.
No guards for escorting the supplies here or to distribute them afterwards. Outlaws and clerics stealing some of what we do send.
Yes, it's not just you. I had my armor stolen by an outlaw.
Outlaws. The one thing you can trust them to do is to steal things.
And you know where they take the things they've stolen?
Well, if they're true outlaws, there is only one place they'll take them. Straight to Tavar and a share of the profit.
Interesting to know.
No, not now.
Not now. Not now.
Watch that, whatever it is. Put that weapon away. Yeah, all right.
on now.
Not now. Damn technology! Take it to the pit! I am going, all right?
Wisdom guide you.
Yeah, not now, all right?
Give me a drink.
What'll it be?
Stop messing around with that technology, will you?
Another one? I swear if security had been this lax in the days of Eric Eisenfaust, we'd all be clerics. What are you seeking here, stranger? Safety? A new start? Meaning? All those things can be offered to those who accept our laws.
Who are you?
My name is Angram. It is my duty, along with the other warlords, to ensure the laws are kept and the Berserker way preserved. We offer protection to those from outside who understand that Edan is working to help Magalan. Stick to the laws, respect our ways, and you will find Goliath welcoming. Break the laws, show contempt, and punishment will follow. You will have a fair chance here if you understand that.
Who are the Berserkers?
They're everyone you've seen in this town, and anyone beyond who believes this world can be saved. Do you want to believe that? That there's a hope? We don't need gods or machines. That forest out there, that grew from wasteland in just 200 years. From seed to tree, we are a new beginning for all.
Tell me more about these laws.
Steal, lie, cheat, kill, and justice will be swift. But our laws are more than that. Berserker laws tell us who we are. Millions died when the comet hit. Our whole species was headed for extinction. And you've seen it out there. People are doing their best to finish that job. War, chaos, ELEX technology. What chances have they given us? Nature, rebuilding what was lost. That's the only way we can survive. Berserker laws were created to help us achieve that.
What do you think about the clerics or the elves?
What are we supposed to think? They're steeped in blood and governed by superstition. The clerics speak of God, but they worship their machines. And never forget that their blessed religion gave birth to the Alps. ELEX corrupts all it touches. Whatever you think of the outlaws, they make no excuses for their behavior. They are out for themselves, but they believe in mankind.
How can you fight their guns with swords?
Our magic is more than a match for their machines. Strength, belief, and mana will always overcome steel. It's persuading the weak-minded of that. We might know technology is a weakness, but its draw is pulling in recruits. Even now, I know there is someone here in Goliath spreading the lie of the machine. They are preaching that technology will be our salvation. This damned cleric must be found and stopped.
What are the Berserker laws?
They were laid down by Amrek, who founded the Berserkers. They put people before war, before machines. The only thing above us is law. So says the first article that forbids anyone from preaching of gods or machines. The second law says pure ELEX is a curse on Magalan. All pure ELEX and technology made from it is forbidden and must be placed in the pit. Our third law states that world hearts are sacred. No damage can be done to them or their seedlings. The fourth law says mana must be preserved. Nature can purify ELEX. This has given us the gift of magic, and we must use it sparingly. The fifth law states all free people are equal. All must be given protection when it is asked for. All may repent their ways and join the Berserkers. Now, as a warlord, it is my job to keep the laws in the Pilgrim's name. So, I welcome you, incomer.
Who decides the punishment?
One of the warlords, or all three of us. I hope you don't have cause to find out.
Warlords? I thought you wanted peace.
None of these wars were started by Berserkers. There were always those who want to take or destroy. So, we must defend what we believe in. Peace always comes at a price.
Cinda sent me.
Cinda? Is there another problem with food supplies?
She hasn't received the resupply she needs, and nobody seems to know when she will.
Didn't Jorah sort this out? Or has his failure to fix things become my problem?
What does Jorah have to do with this?
Jorah was supposed to have sorted this out. Once more, it comes back to me to resolve this directly. Then, there won't be any more escorts for the deliveries. The last group I sent were killed by a troll. We haven't more men to lose that way.
A troll killed your men?
Good men. I've fought beside some of them. Being eaten alive was not the fate they deserved. I'll not send more men to their deaths. We have scant enough as it is. Cinda will have to deal with this problem herself. Tell her it is time she called on one of the other clans for help. The Eisen clan will no longer risk lives for fish and meat.
I was told there was work here.
If you have taken our laws to heart, then yes, there is something you can help me with.
I agree to follow the laws.
Visit Jorah at the pit. All the captured weaponry from the last Alm attack has been stored there. Bring me one of the ELEX weapons.
I'll get you the weapon.
Follow the law and do service. Those are the only ways you will earn my trust. Speak to Jorah if you have any more questions. Now go.
About the cleric. I can find whoever is preaching here.
You can you? What makes you think you can succeed?
I know who's preaching for the clerics.
Are you certain? I don't want to go making false accusations.
I've met him, spoken to him.
What miserable drones and traitors have I given shelter to that they will let this cleric live? He knows our laws, and the penalty for spreading false religion is death. Carry out that sentence. Kill that cleric. Heed the laws. That's all we ask.
No, not now. You do know that technology is banned here.
I spoke to Angram.
Oh, great, thank you. Someone who is prepared to do something. When will the deliveries come?
They won't. The men Angram sent to the valley are dead.
And is he going to send more? No, wait. Let me guess. We don't have warriors to spare chasing farmers. How does he expect me to get supplies if he can't? He's got a host of warriors he can assign. I'm one person behind a counter.
I could go for you.
You? Well, I appreciate the offer, but if his men were killed, I can't ask you to go alone. Besides, it's not one delivery I need. It's regular supplies, and a lot of them. If the Eisen clan won't help, one of the others will have to. Would you speak to Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows? Or Cormag of the Hammer clan? I'll have to hope that one of them can understand why this is so important.